Na, Jungs, auch Mädels, wenn ihr dabei seid. Na, was geht? Also, ja, ich war zu lange weg, aber ich bin wieder zurück. Ich bin wieder da. Und surprise, surprise, we're gonna make another Kollegah video. And that's only because this, I don't know, like I look at so many other reaction videos, you know, and they are so, sie sind so oberflächlich und sie haben nicht diese tatsächliche, also insgesamt keine tatsächliche Beinhalte. Also das heißt in English, it's like superficial, talking about what's in the video, you know, and I've made so many of those, honestly. I've recorded so many of those, but I don't know, I think there's just more, there's more to talk about. Es gibt viel und viel mehr zu reden, wenn man ein Video von Kollegah oder Text von Kollegah lesen oder durchlesen. Also beispielsweise, ich habe so viel Deutsch gelernt wegen die Text von Kollegah in die letzten 5 Jahre. Und ich glaube, das ist nur warum Kollegah immer sein Bestes gibt für alles, was er schreibt. Und er ist auf anderem Niveau, er ist in anderer Liga. Und ja, ich bin, also ich will nicht sagen, hey, ich bin ein tiefer Mensch, ich bin so intelligent oder irgend sowas. Aber das ist nicht der Fall. Aber you get these guys, you know, again on YouTube, and I don't want to be grouped in with like reaction videos or this type of video. I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe I'm just, vielleicht labe ich, verdammt, mango chili bonbon, whatever. But anyway, I don't know. When you guys send me, schreibt mir in die Kommentare, schreibt mal in die Kommentare ganz unten, ob welche du ein anderes Lied oder ein anderer Künstler wollt, dass ich reagieren oder analysiere sollte. Ich will keinen Kanal nur für die Mucke von Kollegah, aber in vergangenen Woche hatte ich nur Bock auf die komplizierte Texte oder die tiefsinniges Bedeutungen, die Kollegah immer schreibt in seinen Text. Aber you know, I like him, you know, but it just happens to be that way. But yeah, please, if you guys have something, you know, some artists, send me a suggestion. I will gladly do it. Okay? So, Infinitum. I didn't do too much research. I looked real quick through the text for this song. But apparently, and this is a huge surprise to me, he got married. Kollegah got married. Kollegah ist in die vergangenes Jahre geheiratet. Zum welchen Frau? Wir wissen nicht. Oder wissen wir. Ich weiß nicht, wem er ist geheiratet. But you know, I saw he put something on Instagram, and I was like, you know, what? You married? So that's like that's a huge huge change in his who he is. Send me a suggestion. I will gladly do it. Okay. So infinitum. Here he said, what did he say? Ich weiß, ich bin ein schwieriger Mensch. Ein Mann, dem man auf also Prinzipien gelenkt. Ich bin prinzipiengelenkt und ich weiß, wie viel Rücksicht du lässt dich immer hinten anstellst, damit ich glücklich bin. Ja, ich vertraue auf Gott in dein. He says, I know how much consideration you take. How much you really think about me, or how much you take on the troubles that I have. He says, you always line up behind me. You position, anstellst, du mir hinten anstellst. That means you literally to position yourself behind me, damit ich glücklich bin. So therefore, it makes me so happy. So he's saying, it's going with the this old line, behind every man is a strong woman. More or less, kind of what he's saying. Oh, again, here's a Löwe. I didn't see the video yet, so it's a half reaction. Jeder Mann hat seine Schwachstelle. Ja. Bin ich unbesiegbar, du bist die Kraftquelle. Schwachstelle. Doch mit dir an meiner Seite bin ich unbesiegbar. Der Schwachstelle. Jeder Mann hat seine Schwachstelle. Schwachstelle. Jeder Mann hat seine Schwachstelle. Every man has his weak points. And then he says, du bist meine Kraftquelle, power source. So he's being super vulnerable here, which he's not really making. Macht nicht so die Scheibe wieder duster, wie Sonnenfinsternis. Aber it's okay. Kollegah macht, was will. And that's what it is. Every man has a dark side, but you fill my darkness with light. Another nice line. So poetic. And you say, you were there when I had nothing. You were there when I went platinum. Is that what he said? When I went platinum. And he says, my greatest pride, he's saying through all of the success, my greatest pride is when you took on my name. Visus, du kleiner Kollegah. So yeah, that's why I was listening to this song, for the first time. What is he talking about? I thought of every other scenario, alternative scenario, because I was like, he cannot be married. There's no way he's getting married, But ist das so? Kollegah ist wirklich geheiratet. He's really married. Oh, manchmal this one I learned. This was a new one I learned. Manchmal geht alles zum Schief. Basically, manchmal gehen alles schief. That's a new one I learned. Again, thank you, Kollegah. Bester Lehrer, Kollegah, der Boss. Yeah, manchmal geht alles zum Schief. Zum Schief gehen means like literally everything that can go wrong goes wrong. So again, he's saying sometimes things go horrible. Some schief gehen. Everything goes to shit. But you're there for me to back me up. But oh, situation after situation. Uh, but for you, I stay a winner. Okay, through the storm, through a hurricane or a lightning strike, I'll stay for you. I stay there. I'm staying by your side. Um, and that's a good verb. Again, for like I said, for the Americans, bleiben. Ich bleibe, bleiben. Ich bleib da. Ich bleib da. I stay there. Ich bleib da für dich. Very simple. I stay there for you. That's very sweet. If you can manage to think of that, to say it to, I don't know, the sexy German girl you're trying to meet, she'll probably marry you, just like Kollegah. Ich bleib da. Ich bleib an der Seite an Seite für immer. Side by side, für immer. And it's funny, because the first thing that comes to mind when I think Kollegah und Seite an Seite is, hey, geh bei Seite, du Schlampe. This is the big boss, and Seite in the Mante, or something. Big boss, big boss. Hey, geh bei Seite, du Schlampe. This is a big boss, and Seite in the Mante. So, but now he's a sweet guy. Kollegah der motherfucking Überboss ist in der Vergangenheit verlassen. Vielleicht, aber wir sehen uns in Zukunft. Seite an Seite für immer. Seite an Seite für immer. Seite an Seite für immer. Yeah. Du machtest einen einfachen Mann zu einem Kerl, wir zusammen unzerbrechlicher als Panzerglas. Du machst einen einfacher Mann zu einem King, weil wir unzerbrechbar zusammen wie Panzerglas, ja? Ja, wie Panzerglas sind. You make a simple man into a king because together we're unbreakable or invincible. Very good word. Again, unzerbrech, ne? Unzerbrechlich. Is what it is. Schicksal is Schicksal. It means destiny or fate. Synonyms in English. For your Germans who want to say something more elegant than destiny, you can say, "Oh, it's our destiny," right? You hear that in these shows all the time. Another really good word that like you will blow some American minds. Actually, I would say a lot of Americans don't know this word. Kismet. Kismet. It is our kismet that we've met here tonight. To fall in love or to whatever. Kismet, usually, not always, but can be used in the romantic context, but kismet means destiny. It's spelled Q-I-S-M-E-T. One of the few Q words in English where the Q isn't preceded with a U. There you go, Germans. Kriegen gegen Satan, aber du hast ne höllischer Bock wie ne Baphomet-Junge, Kollegah. Was laberst du, Junge? Boah, bist du mit Satan oder gegen? Du hast die Wahl, wie Lidl, du hast die Wahl, Kollegah. Weitermachen. Yeah, man. So I mean, this is really this isn't a very complicated song. Actually, I'll post it later. But I was maybe I can just give you guys a little sneak peek. I started to make a sheet, And let me know if you guys want me to do this. For the Americans and even the Germans, if you guys, here, let me show you what it is, what I'm talking about first. Why do they have only half of the? Oh, you have to go more. Oh, that's good. Okay. So basically, and I used to do this when I first started listening to German music. And I wanted to understand what they were saying, and I also wanted to be able to speak more with my German friends. I used to write down. I used to go look up the lyrics, write down every single word that I didn't know, which back then it was nearly every word, and I would translate it word for word, translate it, and I would build this. I built this notebook. Um, Basically, built this notebook of words labeled by the songs that. Am I blind? I guess it's this one. Labeled by the songs that I got it from. Yeah, okay, so here you go. I didn't, so, yeah, I only put the German word. So, here are all the verbs. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't finish. I should finish this. Let me know if you guys like this. I can start posting this, because I enjoy doing it. I like seeing which words translate to which, so I'll even show you, like, upholen means, like, to like, pick up, or, yeah, like, to pick up, like you say, you're going to grab it, you're going to get it, upholen. Ankommen, to arrive, annehmen means to take on, anstellen means to position, anziehen can mean a couple of things, but I think in this song, if I remember, he was talking about, would be in here. This is, you can see this in quite a few songs, not always. But there we go. Okay. Ich geh raus in den Krieg und ich weiß, du bist nach Hause, du bist bei Nacht wach und du betest für mich. He says, I go out in the war, I go out to battle, and I know that you're at home, wide awake during the night, and you're praying for me. So, again, this song is like, he's really just talking about, how this, through all of his troubles, and just the strength that he has is not 100% coming from him. It's coming from, this woman that supports him, which is really sweet, because, like, and that goes for a lot of things, I think. Like, if you're really trying to do something, whether it's a guy or girl, it's like a loved one, or it's just a team, it's so hard to do things on your own. Like this YouTube thing. This took me a while to do. For sure it took me a while to work up the courage to do it, and then be inspired, and then to be motivated to do it in a certain way, I've had multiple people supported me to start this and told me to do this. So that's very important in life, especially any guys that you're watching and you're like 16, 17. Don't always try to do things on your own. It's not really, it doesn't pan out as well, when you have multiple minds or the support system. Because wenn es alles zum Schief gehen, wenn alles geht zum Schief, es ist mehr einfacher, wieder aufzustehen. Es ist mehr einfach, wieder aufzustehen, wenn du eine Mannschaft hinter dir hast. Weißt du? Yeah. So that's what I mean. That's what he's saying here. Always a good song. I wouldn't ignore this serious stuff, because he has some truth, and he means what he writes. In my opinion, he means what he writes, except when he's talking about like the stupid stuff, Okay, maybe he doesn't mean what he writes. But I forgot I said that. Lass sie fallen, ich bleib da. Lassen is an interesting word. It's when you conjugate lassen, that verb, into command, or any verb into a command, you make it, basically, you do it in the I form. So ich lasse, blah, 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 blah. You would turn it into ich lasse, from lassen, and then you drop the E, and leave it like that. So, or you can say, from the full verb, lassen, you drop the en, because all verbs in German end in en. It's not like Spanish when you have the ir, on ar, but yeah, so to give a command in German, you take, like you say, go, run, leave. You say, geh, renn, los. So like you just drop that en off of the verb, and that's your command. So then you just say blah, blah, blah. Like, so that's pretty simple. Like German 101, if you want to try to just say something like, although it's not always polite if you don't know the person, but usually it's like, oh, what do you think we should do, or should we worry about this? You say, nee, lass it, something like that. Here he said, here he's actually saying, yeah, lass sie fallen, let them fall. So again, lass sie fallen. Seite an Seite für immer. Seite an Seite für immer. Zwei Löwen wie Sus. Yeah, cool song, you know. It's not his best one on the album. I like the album, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I didn't, actually. I haven't posted any. Damn, I did record some videos and I decided not to post them because I thought they were a little cringe, you know? I have a pretty good cringe, like a cringe meter in my, when I see something. But I posted a couple videos, or I recorded a couple videos, and I said, no, I said, zu cringe. Yeah, I backed out. But in the future, I think I'm just going to keep posting it, because I don't know what's better, cringe with no silence, or just silence, or just, I don't know, get better making videos. But anyway, this is a good video. It's a good song, it has a good meaning. It's not its best, but it's a little more serious, and it's easier. It's definitely easier for me. Remember, German is my second language, and the words that I'm like translating, either I've looked them up or I've learned them over the years. And when you take a song like Valhalla, something, it's so fast. He's using some crazy. He's using like word plays that you really have to have a really strong handle on the language to understand it, and then to comprehend it all. It takes a lot of practice. I'm not saying I'm an expert at that. I'm getting better. I'd say the time it takes me to really just like scan through the text and like figure out what's what, and then boil it down to like a couple of words that I don't know, and then look them up, has shrunk, is so much smaller than I would say 5 years ago, when I started doing this, when I started like just learning German through music. But like I said, I enjoy, I like it. I still like doing it. It's super fun. I love finding the similarities and dissimilarities between the two languages. You see my spreadsheet. If you guys like that, comment, you Americans, if you like that and you want to see more of that, and you're interested in learning through the song, and then seeing, the word, separating the lyrics into parts, like into verbs, into nouns, into adjectives, let me know, because I'll make it a thing. Because I like doing it. And I like sharing this with other Americans that would want to learn German, and help them appreciate the awesome German music that's out there. And then für die Germies, bitte, was ihr schön in die Kommentare in die letzten Videos geschrieben habt, ich kann nicht genug sagen. Ich bin total dankbar. Ihr seid zu krass. Ich feiere ich feiere euch. Äh, ganz ehrlich, vielen Dank und das war's. Tschüss.